Lo. By Charles Hoyfort, Part 1, Chapter 14L. There is something that is acting to kill off mysteries. Perhaps always, and perhaps not always, it can be understood in commonplace terms. If luminous things that move like flying birds are attracting attention, a Mr. Kennel appears and says that he has found a luminous owl. In the newspapers, about the middle of February, appeared a story that Captain Alexander Thompson of Tacoma, Washington, and I have looked this up, learning that a Captain Alexander Thompson did live in Tacoma about the year 1905, was walking along a street in Derby, when he glanced in a taxidermist's window, and there saw the supposed wolf's head. He recognized it not as the head of the wolf, but the head of a Malamute, an Alaskan sleigh dog, half wolf and half dog. This animal, with other Malamutes, had been taken to Liverpool for exhibition, and had escaped in a street in Liverpool. Though I have not been able to find out the date, I have learned that there was such an exhibition in Liverpool. No date was mentioned by Captain Thompson. The owners of the Malamute had said nothing, and rather than to advertise, had put up with the loss, because of their fear that there would be damages for sheep killing. Not in the streets of Liverpool, presumably. No support for this commonplace ending followed. Nothing more upon this subject is findable in Liverpool newspapers. Liverpool is 120 miles from Hexham. It is a story of an animal that escaped in Liverpool, and, leaving no trail of slaughtering behind it, went to a distant part of England, exactly to a place where a young wolf was at large, and there slaughtered like a wolf. I prefer to think that the animal of Comwinton was not a Malamute. Derby Mercury, February 22nd, that the animal had been identified as a wolf by Mr. A.S. Hutchinson, taxidermist to the Manchester Museum of Natural History. Liverpool Echo, December 31st, that the animal had been identified as a wolf by representative of Bostock and Wombles Circus, who had travelled from Edinburgh to see the body. Killing of poultry, and the body of an otter on the railroad line, and the killing of poultry stopped. Or that there may be occult things, beings and events, and that also there may be something of the nature of an occult police force, which operates to divert human suspicions, and to supply explanations that are good enough for whatever, somewhat of the nature of minds, human beings have. Or that, if there be occult mischief makers and occult ravagers, they may be of the world also of beings that are acting to check them, and to explain them, not benevolently, but to divert suspicion from themselves, because they, too, may be exploiting life upon this earth, but in ways more subtle, and in orderly, or organized fashion.